On June 28, 2020, a single photo would upend Mark and Patricia McCloskey's life as they knew it. The image showed Mark and Patricia barefoot on their front lawn, brandishing an AR-15 rifle and a silver handgun as Black Lives Matter protesters trespassed on their property. That photo blew up across social media, and the mainstream media instantly framed the couple as villains. One report the next day called them Ken and Karen, a play on words to Bonnie and Clyde but with white racism. Major headlines fixated on their race and wealth. Forbes pointed out that they were white, wealthy, and well-armed. And an art magazine sneered at the gun-toting, palace-dwelling couple in their Renaissance-style palazzo. In short order, the McCloskeys became a household meme, one side mocking them as crazed vigilantes and the other hailing them as stand-your-ground heroes. But what led to that dramatic standoff in the first place? That summer evening, around 300 to 500 protesters were marching through the McCloskeys' upscale Central West End neighborhood, heading toward the home of the St. Louis mayor. The demonstrators were furious at the mayor for publicly doxing activists' names and addresses in a Facebook Live briefing 2 days earlier. To reach the mayor's house, the crowd diverted into Portland Place, a private gated street marked "No Trespassing." According to Mark McCloskey,
they broke down the gate. They rushed towards my house.
Photographs later showed the gate battered and broken. Within seconds, the McCloskeys saw a large group of strangers streaming past their yard and feared an invasion. As Mark later explained, as soon as I said the words private property, it seemed to enrage them. I ran in, got my rifle. Private property, get out. They kept pouring in. He emerged on his patio with an AR-15, shouting, "Get the hell out of my neighborhood, private property, get out." Some of the crowd yelled back, "Calm down," while others hurled profanities. The protesters insisted they were on a public street, which was not true, since Portland Place is private property maintained by residents. About a minute later, Patricia McCloskey stepped outside, barefoot and visibly agitated, wielding a small pistol. She pointed it directly at the crowd with her finger on the trigger, shouting, "Go." For the next 10-15 minutes, a tense standoff unfolded. Several demonstrators recorded on phones. Some argued and taunted the couple, "Why are you pointing the gun at us? We have kids out here." In which place I would argue, why the hell are you bringing kids to a Black Lives Matter protest? Eventually, the crowd continued on, exiting through a gate on the far end and heading to the mayor's house. But the McCloskeys were badly shaken.
Patricia, what were the threats?
People were screaming everything.
That they were going to kill us, they were going to come in there, they were going to burn down the house, they were going to be living in our house after I was dead, and they pointed to different rooms and said, "That's going to be my bedroom."
In the McCloskeys' eyes, grabbing their guns had averted a potential tragedy on their doorstep. In the days after, the McCloskeys found themselves at the white-hot center of a media firestorm. Some media coverage went beyond the incident, digging up personal details to further smear the couple. The Atlantic and local papers painted them as combative, suing over trivial issues like boundary lines and even destroying a neighbor's beehives in a feud. All of this served to reinforce a caricature of the McCloskeys as unhinged, entitled Karens itching for a fight. Meanwhile, the internet churned out memes by the minute. Incredibly, within 24 hours, the President of the United States weighed in. Donald Trump retweeted footage of the incident, effectively endorsing the McCloskeys' right to defend themselves. Trump later commented,
"They were going to be beat up badly if they were lucky, okay? If they were lucky."
The McCloskeys' lawyer also put out a statement insisting their actions were born solely out of fear and apprehension and had nothing to do with race, going so far as to call his clients melanin-deficient human beings who supported the message of Black Lives Matter, which by the way is just a hilarious statement, melanin-deficient human beings. But by then, the media narrative was set. The McCloskeys were either reckless oppressors or courageous defenders, depending on your political perspective in public. However, the loudest voices were still condemning them, and local authorities soon followed suit. St. Louis Circuit Attorney Kim Gardner wasted no time launching a case against the McCloskeys. On July 10th, police raided the McCloskeys' home with a search warrant, confiscating the AR-15 rifle Mark had held and the pistol Patricia had. Then, on July 20th, Gardner charged both of them with felony unlawful use of a weapon, stating it was illegal to brandish guns in a threatening manner at peaceful protesters. This was despite the fact that Missouri's strong castle doctrine explicitly repeatedly allows homeowners to use force to defend private property. Not a single one of the trespassers who invaded the private street that night was criminally charged, yet the couple defending their home now face felony records. Almost immediately, prominent Republicans rallied to the McCloskey's defense. Missouri's Attorney General Eric Schmitt filed a brief urging the court to dismiss the case, arguing that Missouri law specifically authorizes citizens to bear arms to protect themselves and their homes. Senator Josh Hawley wrote a letter to the U.S. Attorney General calling Gardner's actions an unacceptable abuse of power and a politically motivated attempt to punish this family for exercising their Second Amendment rights. Even President Trump signaled support. Governor Parson said he spoke with the president and Trump was willing to do everything within his power to help the McCloskeys. Parson bluntly criticized the local prosecutor for letting actual criminals go free while targeting law-abiding citizens. The message from state and national Republican leaders was clear. The McCloskeys were being selectively prosecuted for defending themselves in order to make a political example out of them. This pressure soon led to Gardner being removed from the case due to a conflict of interest. It turns out she had referenced the McCloskey incident in campaign fundraising. A special prosecutor took over and the legal battle dragged on to 2021. Behind the scenes, the prosecution's case also raised eyebrows. It turned out that Patricia's handgun had been inoperable at the time of the incident.
5 on Your Side has learned the gun Patricia McCloskey pointed at protesters did not work when police seized it, until someone in the prosecutor's office apparently told the crime lab to fix the gun before the charges were filed. Our Casey Nolan sorts out the latest twists in the case.
According to their attorney, one of the guns now seen around the world couldn't fire a shot when the McCloskeys confronted protesters outside their home. Patricia's pistol was a prop the couple had used in court, said their attorney when he turned it over to police. And according to a document from the investigation obtained by 5 on Your Side, the pistol did not work when investigators first examined it. When the crime lab staff took the gun apart, according to this document, the gun was then reassembled correctly and it did work.
The optics were terrible for the prosecution's credibility. It seemed they were willing to bend rules just to nail the couple. And then in October 2020, a grand jury added an additional charge of evidence tampering against the McCloskeys, ironically accusing them of altering the pistol. By now, the couple was fighting on multiple fronts: legal, political, and public opinion. Ultimately, the McCloskey saga ended with a whimper rather than a bang. In June 2021, they agreed to plead guilty to minor misdemeanor offenses instead of facing trial on felonies. Mark pleaded to 4th-degree assault and paid a $750 fine, while Patricia pleaded to harassment and paid a $2,000 fine. They also voluntarily surrendered the 2 firearms used during the incident as part of the plea deal. The couple expressed few regrets. Outside the courthouse, Mark was defiant, saying, "I'd do it again." The McCloskeys got misdemeanor records and lost their guns, but no jail time or felonies. That punishment didn't last long. Governor Parson made good on his promise. In August 2021, he issued pardons to both Mark and Patricia McCloskey, erasing the convictions. By early 2022, however, the Missouri Chief Disciplinary Council moved to suspend the McCloskeys' law licenses for the guilty pleas. The state Supreme Court ultimately let them keep practicing but put them on probation for a year. The couple also filed to have their criminal records expunged, and a judge granted it in June 2024. But one loose end remained: the guns. Mark McCloskey was determined to get back his seized firearms, especially the Colt AR-15 rifle that had become a symbol of the whole episode. He immediately sued the city for their return. It turned into a drawn-out legal fight, because even after a pardon, authorities argued the guns had been forfeited in a plea deal. Mark refused to relent. It only took 3 lawsuits, 2 trips to the Court of Appeals, and 1,847 days. He quipped. "But I got my AR-15 back." In August 2025, almost 5 years since it was taken, the St. Louis police finally returned his rifle to him. His wife's pistol was also slated to be returned after additional proceedings, completing their vindication. In the end, the McCloskeys went from private citizens minding their business to unwilling celebrities, then to enthusiastic activists. Their moment of notoriety even won them a prime speaking slot at the August 2020 Republican National Convention.
Whether it's the defunding of police, ending cash bail so criminals can be released back out on the streets the same day to riot again, or encouraging anarchy and chaos on our streets, it seems as if the Democrats no longer view the government's job as protecting honest citizens from criminals, but rather protecting criminals from honest citizens.
Mark McCloskey even launched an unsuccessful campaign for U.S. Senate in Missouri, campaigning on protecting Missourians' fundamental rights. Today, the couple still lives in their beautiful home on Portland Place, the same front steps where they face down the crowd. Nearly everything the mob and the media tried to take from them has been restored. Their legal rights, their reputation among supporters, and yes, their guns. If you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing, and thank you for watching.